ただいまより武蔵野大学アントレプレナーシップ学部による今世界に挑むあなたに必要なマインドセットと題したプレゼンテーションを開始いたします。プレゼンテーションの字幕スーパーが右手前方のモニターに映し出されますのでご参照ください。The presentation by Faculty of Entrepreneurship, Musashino University will now begin. The live translation will appear on the monitor to your front right. それではよろしくお願いいたします。
Hi everyone. I'm Yoichi Ito, Dean of the Department of Entrepreneurship at Musashino University. And today we are talking about entrepreneurship and global entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship education for 1 year. And first 15 minutes, I will make a pitch in front of you. And after that, we have a great panel discussion for 4 people. So, first 15 minutes, you have to wait. Yeah, only wait there for me. And yeah, I'm Yoichi Ito, Dean, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, Musashino University, and also founder and head of Musashino Ballet. And former head of Yahoo Academia, the corporate university of Yahoo Corporation. And the several book author. The best-selling book is Speak in 1 minute. But my presentation is always long. So I have to keep 15 minutes of presentation. And yeah, at first, look around. The world is in chaos. War in Ukraine, conflict in Israel, energy crisis, and food insecurity, nationalism rising everywhere. Honestly, we may heading toward collapse. This is that exactly why we need entrepreneurship to make the world a better place. We need people who create new value. People who say, we gotta make it happen. And how about Japanese situation? Here the hard truth. We have been suffering from last 30 years. Japan's economic growth has been flat since 1995. 1995, the year of Windows 95 launched, and this is the year the internet era began. The most powerful magical tool ever invented, and yet Japan stopped growing. Why? Because while the US entrepreneurs use the internet to create services like Amazon, Google, Facebook, Netflix, YouTube, Uber, Airbnb, and Japan didn't. These companies didn't happen here in Japan. We were great at making physical things, but when it comes to creating service and experiences, somehow we froze. This is a missing piece, I think. Entrepreneurship, the courage to act, the willingness to fail, the fire to create something new. That the mindset we lacked, and the mindset we have to grow. So I said, let's build it. We launched Musashino EMC, Entrepreneurship Musashino Campus. We call it Musashino EMC in 2021. A university faculty built entirely on practice. Only one faculty in Japan. Business professionals as professors. Dormitory life to push daily dialogue. We don't teach from textbooks. We build from the fire within. So is it working? Practice-oriented curriculum, business professionals, dormitory is worked. This is the assessment of university-wide assessment by Benesse Corporation. This is total of Musashino University, and this is our department. And other department faced because it has some problem. So this is my department. And blue line is strongly yes, and orange line is somehow yes. And this is students feel their own growth or not. Yes. EMC students feel their growth more than anyone. And 4 years have passed, so we have our first graduate on this March. Yeah. This is the timing of applause. Please, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. And we are not stopping in Japan. In 2021, we started EMC Global Initiative from getting support of Tokyo Metropolitan Government. We went to Manila, Jakarta, Singapore, Hyderabad of India, Mumbai in India. We took the students from Japan and pitched, debated, collaborated there. They lit fires across the world. This is due to the support of Tokyo Metropolitan Government. So thank you for the support. And in 2025, today, Sushitech Internship. Oh, that's you. You are in the photograph. Sushitech Internship this year. And Global Pitch Tour, we will take again, students again, to the Manila, Jakarta, Singapore, and Hyderabad, Mumbai again. And we will hold an incubation boot camp somewhere in the world. And next 31st of January, we will have an EMC Global Summit somewhere in Japan. It's not education. It's a revolution of entrepreneurship education. The future isn't for someone else. The future is ours. We can be free to be whatever we like. We can do whatever we like. And Alan Kay say, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. So let's create the future together. This is the final message of my presentation. And so how exactly do we create the future? Let's hear from some global rock stars. The first, Mandy of Impact Fact CEO from Singapore. And Vivart, music tech startups from Mumbai, India. And Tamaki from Japan, CEO of Videori. She is also the EMC students. And facilitator, moderator is Ikuo of our EMC professor too. Stick around, get ready. We got make it happen. Thank you very much.
You didn't use 50 minutes, only 9 minutes. Good job. Good job. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. To be honest with you, I didn't expect we're going to have this, kind of a, big audience today. So thank you very much for your time to come join us. And actually, the Yoichi introduced all the members right now, but let me introduce one by one. So today's panelist, from your left side, Tamaki, could you introduce yourself in 30 seconds?
Okay, nice to meet you, everyone. This is Tamaki. I'm the junior at武蔵野University of Entrepreneurship Department, and I am the CEO of Vivart, which is the English learning service to take a video diary in 1 minute in every day, and then students can learn English by speaking it. Yeah, and I'm very honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, we just run into with each other when we got up from the station. As she said, I'm very nervous, but she didn't look like that. So the next one, Mandy from Singapore. Could you introduce yourself in 31 seconds? Okay.
Yeah. So hi everyone, I'm Mandy, the CEO and co-founder of Impact Fat from Singapore. So we are actually all about good fat. So we produce omega-3 fish fat using stem cell technology. So that also means that no more fishes needed to be killed to get our omega-3 and fish fat for our nutrition and health purpose as well. So yeah, happy to be here today as well. Yep.
Thank you. Vivart. Also make your introduction, please.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Vivart Rangari. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Koira. We are an AI-powered music tech startup from Mumbai. I hope you guys know about Bollywood, right? We hail from the entertainment capital. We are building an ecosystem for the music industry, which is powered by AI and 5G to enable ultra-low latency remote collaboration between musicians, AI-powered music production, as well as studio marketplace. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you. So Vivart, I think you're going to have a kind of interactive session today or tomorrow or the Saturday?
On the public day.
The public day, Saturday.
Yeah, the Saturday.
So if you are interested in kind of interactive AI-powered music creation, kind of simultaneously,
yes.
Please come join with him this coming Saturday. What time is it?
It's at 3:30 on Saturday.
3:30 Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today's agenda is what Japan needs right now. Of course, we need lots of things. But from the Tokyo Metropolitan Government, the initiative and the request. So our agenda is the global connections and entrepreneurial mindsets for the changing world. Actually, the Yoichi explained, we are in the very unsecure, turbulent world. Lots of conflicts and wars and happening going on. And as all of you knows, we are facing with the so-called Trump tariff war. So I would like to discuss with the three of them. First, from the foreigner's perspective, so how do you observe Japan from your point of view? And then I think all those questions are connected with each other. But what's Japan missing? And then, what do you expect from Japan? So always lady first, should be. So Mandy, so from your point of view, so you're originally from Singapore, right? So how do you observe Japan from your point of view? Actually, you also attended the Sushi Tech Tokyo last year as well. So I think you have understood the Japan somewhat. So anyway, what do you see?
Yeah, sure. Happy to share a little bit about my thoughts about Japan based on a foreigner's perspective. So something that I really love about Japan is that I always admire Japan, how depth it is in terms of like culture, in terms of like technology advancement, in terms of like, attention to details. So Japan always put a very strong emphasis and focus in terms of product quality and also like, precision in everything that you do. Everything has to be, like right there and it's very good, quality. So for a foreigner's perspective, we always put this together, Japan equal to quality. So all the Japan products are pretty much quality products for us. So that's something that I feel all of us, globally needed to learn. But traditionally, we do this, it's really, really good. But for, entrepreneurship, all this, I do see that there is a little bit of gap from here. Why? It's because of too cautious. Like, when you're seeking for quality so much, it makes us to be a little bit more hesitating about taking decisions and all. So I guess it gives a little bit of like, how to say, give and take. Yeah. So it makes that like, the speed in terms of adapting new technology will be a little bit slower and also new ideas as well. So that's something that I observe as a foreign perspective. And second thing that I observe is also like, due to the very deep culture that Japan have, a lot of foreigners wanted to come into Japan market very badly, but we don't know how to. Why? It's because like we do feel that sometimes if you don't really know the language or you don't really know the right people, like you do not have a friend and all this, you do not know how to break through into the market itself. It looks a little bit more like a closed ecosystem at this point of time. I feel so that's a little bit of barriers for a foreign, company, startups that wanted to break through and coming in and to work together with, the local companies over here. Yeah, so that's just some local perspective from a foreigner.
Okay, thank you. I think everything has in both sides of the coin. So the positive side, everything is punctual, precise, no mistakes, right? However, very rigid, less flexibility. I think that is the one of the reasons, the why we have been suffering from the so-called lost 30 years. So this is the agenda, how we can overcome those less flexibility and the flat growth while we keep our positive things, to be punctual, follow the rules, etc. It's very difficult because, the opposite direction, right? So, Vivart, even you guys in the other, in the other broader perspective in Asian countries, but the Singapore and India entirely different. Typically the size of the other, the landscape. So you have lots of the, how should I say, languages, even in India. So from your perspective, how do you see Japan?
Yeah, so I think that coming to Japan from India is a very surreal experience, first of all, because of the infrastructure which is available in Japan. Okay, especially when I was just coming to the Tokyo big site right now, the monorail and the views outside and the infrastructure which is there, it's so amazing. And the journey, it was like almost a 1 hour 15-minute journey. It was very comfortable, extremely comfortable. I did not sweat. I did not feel that my energy is lost. I feel fresh as soon as I reach the venue, which is not the case in India. Like if you look at the, in terms of pollution, noise pollution, I mean, you see the cars honking, dun, 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 and all those things. So, it's very difficult to kind of focus on something. But then, in terms of business and entrepreneurship, I feel that the Japanese peoples would follow certain rules very seriously, and hence not take any risk. And apart from that, I think that the kind of advancements which have happened in Japan in the 90s has made the life so comfortable that probably people don't have problems anymore to solve for.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's why I think that it's a great country, a very beautiful, amazing technology and advancements which have happened so far. But I think what is missing in Japan is the passion towards building something new and going beyond what was created in the past. That's what I feel.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I would like to ask Tamaki. So of course you're Japanese, so you don't have any foreigner's perspective, but you are studied at the Hawaii, even the other short period. So and you do speak a very fluent English, and lots of foreign friends. So from your perspective, it's kind of funny question. How do you see Japan as a Japanese?
I would say as a Japanese student, I would say like a lot of people are getting more like adventure right now. Like even in this event, there is Itamae Pichi. There is like a session which is like organized by all Japanese or all international students, and like those activities are getting popular in Japan right now. But at the same time, I feel like when I was with Japanese friends or Japanese students in other university, I feel like a lot of people are trying to avoid to make a mistake or try to fail. Then what I feel is like people, like a lot of people say you will learn from the mistake. But I think there's a lot of chances, but Japanese students are kind of afraid to make a mistake by that choices. So I think compared with my friends in other countries, they're more like adventured and they are so challenger more than compared with Japanese students. So I don't say we need more chances right now. I think we need a passion to do something, or we need a kind of like a power to, or like I think we need a confidence for Japanese students, I would say. Like being here is also very nervous for me, but those experience will make you have a confidence. So I would say like good things for a Japanese student is a confidence, I feel like, and observe Japan. So yeah, I think that those students will be adult and then like they will get into the society, and then the lack of things is a confidence. So even from the students, we need more challenges, and then we need a kind of place to build confidence, I would say. I'm not sure I'm answering to your questions.
Yeah, you did actually. But the question to be considered is how we can solve those issues, right? So you don't have to follow, those kind of three questions. Whatever you want to say and share with the audience, with among us, so you can talk. So I don't know the exact reasons, but the two of you, Mandy and Vivart, you are interested in kind of launching a business in Japan, right? So what are the your reasons or motivation, even though you don't speak any language, over here, and different cultures, entirely different, but what the other kind of, what makes you drive into the other Japanese market? Which one? Either one is okay.
Yes. So, I'll tell you my how I got exposed to Japan. Okay. When I was a child, we used to watch Crayon Shin-chan in India.
Crayon Shin-chan.
In
Really?
India. Yeah.
In Japanese or
in our regional language, in Hindi.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Translated.
Then with that, we got also exposed to animes like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Beyblade, and it really made me think because it was completely different than anything coming from America, right? And after that, I also got addicted to the anime OST and the songs, okay? And we all people in India, we are addicted to music from anime, okay? And that's why, as a musician, I always thought that this is a very interesting culture, which is so addictive to be a part of. And that's why I thought that this is a good place to explore. Also, for me, while I was growing as a musician, I used to use the technology or the equipment from companies like Yamaha, Roland, Korg, Akai. And when I try to understand that, okay, why are these companies coming only from Japan, right? That really made me interested. And then we while we were pitching to a lot of investors as a music tech startup, it was very difficult to convince Indian investors to invest in our company because they knew nothing about this space. But when we pitched the same thing to Japanese investors, they were able to understand what we are doing because audio tech is pretty advanced here. So that really made me explore this market, come here, meet people, and I'm very, very happy that I was a part of this network of EMC Global, who were able to provide me with the support to explore this market, especially with the help of the internship students. So in terms of what can be done to solve the current problem would be kind of making people understand that you need to take a risk. Entrepreneurship requires risk taking, okay? I had to fight with my parents,
Your
friends, with my friends, with my professors in the college, that I want to start my own company. You need to fight, right? You need to take a risk. I think that risk-taking capability should be taught to the students, which I think Ito-san and the EMC faculty is doing really well to the students, and we can see that the students of Musashino University are different than everybody else.
We are legal aliens, actually.
Yes, yes, but really amazing. I think the next wave of entrepreneurship, as Ito-san very rightly said, it's not just education, it's revolution.
Right,
That's
right.
very correct, yeah.
Thank you. Mandy, same question, but the other, my assumption, so Singapore has only 5 million population, or almost a 6 million, but very small. So one of the reasons you are interested in coming into the Japanese market is because of the size of the market, right? But in addition to the other size of market, what made you interested in launching in the Japanese market?
Yes, thank you so much. So yes, definitely. So wider market share, it's definitely something that we are considering as well. But definitely not the only thing why we actually choose, the Japanese market instead of all the other market in the world. Yeah, so one of the very key reasons why we actually decided and are interested to come into the Japanese market, it's a lot because of the synergies that we find between what we are doing and creating and what the society is looking for. So just an example. So for example, our company is producing something like omega-3 fish fat. So I think all of you over here know very well, what food can you find omega-3 or fish fat in? So based on your diet, your culture over here, we eat otoro sushi, we eat Wagyu beef and all this. We love fats, right? Because why? Because fat actually make food really tasty. So the same thing that when we are producing this, when I speak to a Japanese, they understand it instantly. why we need this and all, instead of like, when I'm talking to somebody else in the other part of the world, they might not actually understand why do we actually really want to eat fat, Is that really tasty and all? But when I speak to a Japanese, they understand it completely. And we all know that Japanese pretty much love omega-3 as well. We all know the importance of it. And since young, I think our parents have been asking us to eat the supplements of omega-3 and all this. It makes us smarter, it makes us healthier and everything as well. So I think it's really something like, it creates a bond when I speak about this to a Japanese. Pretty much like they can understand why are we here and the purpose of the venture itself. So I guess this is very important, like for a startup to have a bond and also a synergy with the market itself that we are interested to go in. So that's one of the reasons. So I do believe that with this synergy, language, all these barriers can be, addressed. Yeah. So once we know we come to a same conclusion together, we know the importance of it together, and then language, all these are just a secondary barriers that we can actually find ways to work towards too. So, like everything over here, it's all both ways. We all know that, like, startup like us wanted to come into Japan. We are definitely trying to try our best to come out with different ideas and to get connected, to get in touch with different people and to help the students over here as well. At the same time, the students are also trying hard to learn English and also trying to, break out of their comfort zone and to do something that's like more risky for them. Just as we have the two partners over here just now talking about taking risks and all this. So I guess that's something that make me really interested currently, because I do see a trend or change, and I do see that there are a leap of faith. A lot of people are taking the leap of faith to try to, to break through this as well. So I guess that's the part that actually keep me really interested to see, why not give it a try, and like to forge a bond with the people over here and to see what we can create together. Yeah.
Thank you. Very informative. Actually, especially the music industry, the Vivart you mentioned. So I didn't even think all the other music-related instruments and hardwares and system are only Japanese companies, right? Except the classic piano kind of thing, right? So, but the other the engineering-based instrument, Yamaha, Roland, Casio, etc., all the Japanese companies are very, very unique. So, but regarding the market, especially the size of the market, also the market as a kind of signal or brand, US should be the market you want to challenge, right? But why two of you prioritize Japan before the challenging into the US market? Because you do speak English, so no language barrier, and the US are the mixed with lots of races, and of course there are lots of troubles. But so many Indian the entrepreneurs, especially in the Silicon Valley. So why did you prioritize Japan to the US market at this moment?
That's a very wonderful question. In fact, our first pre-seed investment in our company came from Silicon Valley, from the US. Okay, so naturally we should have thought that before going anywhere else, we should try US because US is a very safe space for music tech, because even a large company like Spotify, though being a Swedish startup, they are listed on NASDAQ. Right, so definitely US can be a great place for us to find a potential investment, customers, or think about global expansion. But Japan has something special. I think in terms of I'll tell you my first encounter and my first experience to go into a karaoke room. Karaoke room.
Okay.
And I've never experienced something like that in India, where you basically have a private room and you can order food and drinks and enjoy karaoke with your friends. and that will help you build bonding, right? It was really amazing to experience it for the first time. And I was like, wow, I've never experienced this anywhere else in the world. And this is great. That was the first point where I thought that, yeah, I think Japanese people love music more than what US people would love, right? Though, I mean, this is in terms of my own intuition, but if you look at the statistics, as per the study, we know that Japan is the second largest music market in the world if you look at per capita, okay? It is 42 times bigger than the market in India.
42 times.
42 times.
Wow.
And that statistic is really amazing. I mean, a lot of people here, I mean, I just want to ask a quick question here. How many of you here in the audience have a paid subscription to a music streaming service?
サブスクリプションで有料の音楽聴いてる人どのぐらいいますかって質問です。皆さん多分英語わかると思いますけど。
So a lot of them, right? Which, if I ask the same question in India, maybe just one or two hands, because Indian people would love to just consume something for free, on YouTube with an advertisement, or they don't mind watching an advertisement for like 15-20 seconds. That's how I think. So I think to sum up my answer, my personal intuition as an entrepreneur of what I feel is the best thing to do. Second is the statistics about the market, and third is the spending capacity of people, and really respecting music as an art and paying for it. I think these are the three main reasons why I thought that Japan is the first place we need to go. And then if I really want to go to the US, I cannot take a direct flight from Mumbai to San Francisco.
Logistical reason.
Yeah, I would still have to go via Dubai or someplace. So I thought, why not to have Tokyo as a base, and then from Tokyo I can always take a direct flight to LA and start my business there. So
okay.
Yeah, US is number 2 after Japan.
Thank you.
Yes.
How about Mandy?
Yes, so yeah, likewise, actually, our first investment was actually from a US company as well. So that's actually something very interesting. So definitely US was actually on top of our mind when we just started the company. Everybody knows that like alternative proteins, all these kind of things are really huge over there as well. So what actually makes us change our mind a little bit to look into alternative is that we started to get a lot of interest for collaboration from Japanese corporations, huge corporations, big names that we all know, and the names that all of you know as well. So actually it got us thinking, why us? Why look for us? Why collaboration with us and not with anybody else and all? So we do realize that a lot of corporations are looking for change. They are looking for new solutions. They are looking for new technology. But I guess because of what we have mentioned just now a little bit on, so like with all the cultural kind of perspective, there are a lot lesser or slower entrepreneurship kind of activities in Japan previously perhaps. And that's why perhaps we were thinking that maybe that's the reason why some of the Japanese corporations are looking outwards to other kind of technology. And that's actually drawn us here in a way. So we do see that, hey, there's a very huge potential here, We can do something here because there's no existing solution here just yet. And then we can try to bring in a fresh idea and see what we can do together with do some collaborations and partnerships together and to create something together. So actually for us, it's really from this way that we actually got this interest to tap into the Japanese market and look into this market as well. And that's where we realized that not only the corporations are looking for it, and we also should go into working together with the startups ecosystems over here as well. Although, as we mentioned, that they might not be like as fast as globally outside, how fast all this, we are changing, but they are emerging, startup ecosystems, especially like students, and what EMC is pushing. So there are a lot of collaborations, and last year we also worked together with students over here as well. So we do see a lot of very huge potentials that we can actually create something. Yeah, so that's also one of the reasons why we are interested to do it here. And of course, the next reason it's like, the distance is a lot nearer. So yeah.
No
yeah.
time zone difference, right?
Yes,
Almost
that's
no.
right. 1
Just
hour.
1 hour.
Yeah, just 1 hour. So for us, I mean, we do have direct flight from Singapore to New York, but it's a 19 hours direct flight. So unless you want to take 19 hours all the time, to go there. Yeah, but definitely, I love the food here. I love the culture here, and I love the people here as well. And definitely, if a choice for us to do it, and since we do have some interest level, and we see all kind of exciting opportunities over here, and that actually make us to make this decision that maybe we should actually look into the Japanese market ahead of other markets like US and all this in the other world.
Okay, thank you. Tamaki, we have another 4 minutes. I'll give you all of the 4 minutes. So based on the discussion so far, this is my problem consciousness, which you might have understood. The Japan is a homogeneous country. Almost all the people we are usually daily working with are Japanese people, right? So it's very difficult to understand, what else are existing and what sort of different perspectives and demands and interests and etc. So I think we should have more diversified the startup ecosystem, especially the founders. If all the founders are Japanese, it's very difficult to have a global mindset. So I would like to hear your opinion on how we can solve those kind of Japan's nature or the hard the circumstances.
That's a really difficult question, I feel like. But the perspective as a Japanese student, I would say to be confident, to be unconfident, to be comfortable, to be uncomfortable is very important for Japanese students, I think, right now. Because when I went to Boston last year with you as one of the EMC program, and then when I went there, there's a lot of international students there, especially in Boston University. They're living together in a dorm, and what I felt is like everyone is from other countries, so there is of course conflict of cultural differences or communication barriers, but they are very comfortable with it, to be uncomfortable, to accept the differences in there. But when I'm back here, all the same, we speak Japanese, we don't when I dyed my hair, people are like, oh, you have a blonde hair. Oh, there is.
I do have also brown hair.
Kind of, yeah. And when I try to be different, or when I'm different, people are they're looking they're giving me side eye or something. But when I was in the US, people didn't even give me any side eye. They're very open. Even I'm Asian, or my English wasn't that well compared with them. So I think right now what we need is I'm very comfortable to be uncomfortable right now, but a lot of Japanese students have to get used to be comfortable to be uncomfortable. I think that will change Japan more, and it will make Japan more unique. And as I said in the beginning, Japanese students or Japanese people need more confidence. I think that will connect it to have a confidence, and that may change Japan later. Yeah.
I don't know, if anyone knows we have entrepreneurship visa for the 1 year. However, I don't know from when, but the angel visa is also going to be launched. That will give you 5 years. I think that will increase more foreign investors, coming into the Japanese market, which makes our ecosystem more diversified. So I think we are running out of time and we're going to be kicked out. But one single message from all of you, from Vivart, very short.
Yeah. So whenever I come to Japan, in India they say that Japan is a very tough market to crack. But I don't think so. I think that with the kind of developments, especially EMC Global, is all the initiatives which it is bringing in, I think this can be revolutionary to make it easy for foreign entrepreneurs to come to Japan. That's what I feel.
Thank you. Mandy?
My message will be just 3 words: just do it. Don't think so much. Take the risk. Yeah, don't worry too much and think too much about security and all that. To take the risk, just do it. Yeah, just try it. Just do it. Yeah.
Tamaki, for the last.
So I would say be yourself. This is my motto actually, because when I was in other country, like being myself is the most important things. But being here is like try to be the same is kind of seems like important. So I would say in the future, or like people here, I think having more confidence and then being yourself is going to be very important in the future. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's give it up for. Thank you.